Gentlemen, all I ask is 10, 12 minutes of your time. And this is the only video you'll ever need to watch on quitting masturbation, pornography, and this vile, heinous addiction, this vice that's keeping you locked in and preventing you from attaining your goals and your aspirations that you've so longed for years and months. And you've never seemed to be able to get out of this rut that you're in. And you find yourself in this downward spiral, in this loop. And there's going to be a set of exercises that I'm going to be presenting to you that help me overcome this addiction. I know I've made no-fap videos in the past. I know there's about 1,000 no-fap videos out there, but honestly speaking, you implement what I tell you in these next 10 to 12 minutes, these next steps, this will go a long way in helping you overcome your addiction. Is there going to be relapses? Most likely, but it's moving the needle, it's putting you in the right direction, and eventually you will quit this. Now, what we first need to analyze, getting into the nitty gritty, what we first need to analyze here is the reason why. I speak about the reason why a lot on this channel, and there's a very specific reason for this. Anything you do in life, it always stems from why. For example, if I go to the gym, I don't go to the gym for no reason. There's always a reason as to why I go to the gym. If I go to work, there's always a reason. It's so trivial, it's so basic, but the same principle applies to masturbation and overcoming bad habits. Why do you want to quit it? Because if your reason why isn't strong enough, then you're never going to overcome this addiction. Let me make this very, very clear and abundantly clear to every single one of you. If you don't care enough about overcoming this addiction, click off. There's no point, because you're never going to overcome it. Your reason why has to outweigh the pleasure that you gain from doing this addiction. That dopamine rush that you get the minute that you ejaculate, the reason why has to be stronger than that. It has to be significantly stronger than that, because you are fighting against your entire brain. This is what you need to understand, gentlemen. So if your reason why isn't strong enough, click off this video. A lot of you will have a reason why. It might be you want to increase your confidence as women, you want to increase your overall self-esteem, you have a lot of anxiety, you might be perhaps depressed, you want to make more money, but you're nervous. Whatever the reason may be, okay? You need to write your reason why, and your reason why has to be strong enough. Writing down, I want to be rich, is not a good reason why. It needs to be specific, it needs to be detailed. Go away, get a journal, get a pen, and start jotting down the reason why. Be as specific as you can. The more specific, the better. For example, I want to quit pornography because it will make me more motivated, more disciplined to attain my goal in terms of making X amount of dollars or X amount of euros per month so that I can finally retire my parents. That's a good goal. That's a good reason why. Not I want to be rich. So be very specific, and you have to let the universe know the reason why, and specifically the intricacies of this reason why. And this will be the first step in helping you. This is building the foundation of helping you overcome this. Now, once you've written down the reason why, we need to go into your identity. Your identity is critical here, your paradigm. What is a paradigm? A paradigm is a set of programs that has been downloaded. It is basically a belief system that has exclusive control over your habits. The 95% is essentially your subconscious mind. So everything that you do on a day-to-day basis is controlled by your subconscious mind, aka your paradigms. These are things that have been downloaded. These are things that have been said to you when you were a child, throughout your childhood, from society, from parents, from the educational institutions. So these are your belief systems essentially. So what we need to analyze here as well, which is the second step, is looking at your identity. So what I also want you to do is grab a journal, grab a pen or a piece of paper, a card, whatever it may be. And I want you, if you want, bullet points or sentences that you can form, and write down. And you really need to give this time. So please, no distractions, no music, no people around, ideally, in a room by yourself. The weather's nice, go to the park bench. And just write down in bullet point format your current identity. It doesn't matter how bad it is. So you could be a masturbator, you could be someone that procrastinates a lot, you feel like you're lazy. Jot down exactly how you feel and jot down your current traits. Not the traits you dream of becoming, but your current traits. I feel lazy, or I'm lazy. I'm not in good shape, I'm overweight. This might sound counterintuitive, but what I want you to do is jot down on a piece of paper exactly your characteristics, your current traits. You might be sleeping in. Write it all down. You need to be dedicating 10 to 20 minutes of this. It's going to be ghastly. Be as brutally honest as possible. No one's going to read this. This is just you and your brain. This is for yourself only. So for everyone, this is going to be different. But you need to be brutally honest. If you're not, it's not going to work. And then what I want you to do is hold that and realize, okay, if I carry on After reading this card, it should sting you with emotion. It really should be stinging you with emotion, and it must almost be a reality check, a wake-up call. Because what I want you to do is read each sentence that you've written, or every bullet point that you've written, that's despicable ideally, and really read it, really comprehend it, and go think to yourself, wow, this is the person that I currently am. What I want you to ask yourself as a follow-up is, if I carry on this trajectory, where will I be in 5 years? Who is the person I will become in 3 years? If I carry on like this, with these traits, with these characteristics, if I continue with this specific habit, with these habits, the person I am today, where will I be in 10 years? Is this the life that I want to live? The one life that you have. You're not coming back here again. The one life that you have. The odds of you being here, 1 in 400 trillion, and this is the way that you conduct yourself. This is the way that you live your life. Really comprehend this, really compute this. Don't waste your life and think to yourself, okay, it's so tragic. This is who I'm going to be in 10 years. Do you think that you're going to be able to attract the woman of your dreams? Do you think you're going to make your parents proud? Do you think you're going to be in a career where you're fulfilled, where you've ascertained your purpose, where you're making an X amount of income per month? Do you think so with those traits, with those characteristics? Again, it has to hurt you. This is the whole purpose of this. Now, what I want you to do is get a new piece of paper, again, journal, pen, whatever, and write down the traits and characteristics of the best version of yourself, the person that you want to become. I want to be confident. Or again, when you write this down, preferably write it in the present tense. I am confident. I am hardworking. I am disciplined. I am motivated. I earn X amount. I have this asset. I have retired my... Whatever it is. I wake up at this specific time every single morning. I exercise this amount of minutes every single day without fail. Write down the traits. I'm a maverick. I'm confident. I'm sociable. I interact. Whatever it may be, right? For every single person, it'll be different. But the whole purpose here is you're forming a new identity and you're writing in the present tense. And what I want you to do is, now you have your current identity, which is absolutely despicable. That's the whole purpose of this. And it's supposed to sting you. You have that and you stick it on your wall. And now you have a new piece of paper with your new identity, the person that you want to become. And you read this every single morning and every single night without fail. Don't tell yourself, because there's going to be some days where you're not motivated and you feel tired and you want to go to sleep. That's your paradigm speaking, because your paradigm is very difficult to change. Your belief system is very hard to change. It's been ingrained. Old habits die hard. And you read the new identity every single day. You have your reason why, which is the foundation of overcoming this addiction. Who is a person I will become if I carry on this trajectory in 3 to 5 years? Why do I want to overcome this addiction? You have your super strong reason why. And every single morning, every single night, you read the new person that you want to become. You look at your reason why. Every single time you get a strong urge, because the urges will be coming. Look at your wall. Look at your reason why. Why did you start in the first place? That is the key here. And as I always say on this channel, if you want to eradicate a bad habit, you must incorporate a new habit. Otherwise, it will not work. Everything has to be combined here. It needs to come in conjunction. So, you masturbate. No problem at all. I've been there. We've all been there. Okay, cool. You eradicate this habit. Bravo. How are you going to replace it? Because now you have a void that you must fill. You have a vacuum. You have to fill this void. Now you have an hour to spare per day. What are you going to do to fulfill this time? Are you going to read? Are you going to study? Are you going to work on your business? Are you going to exercise? It sounds basic. It sounds trivial. But it's easier said than done. So, work it out. Eradicating bad habits, cool. To eradicate it, I have to incorporate positive habits. Ingrain that phrase in your mind. If I want to get rid of this habit, I need to replace it with something different. Refer to your reason why. That's the foundation. You look at your current identity every single day, every single night. It's supposed to hurt you. If I don't change, this is the person I'll be. Will I be satisfied? Hell no. Then you look at the new identity you want to form. You put all of these things together, I promise you, you'll overcome your addiction. This won't happen overnight, but over the space of weeks, months, up to a year, you'll be a new person. If you don't believe me, try it and then come back to me. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.